This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, and read. 55. High seven. Come on, boy. Ready.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they? They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
Mike 51.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Trey Flowers in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Three buzz.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19. I'm coming for you, son. He's checking. Hey, alert. Crash.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, Mike 51. Four down. 6 man.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Get ready.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead,
and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down. 61. Match box. Like today you are. Not today.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson.
Push him back.
That's to his running back, complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
All day, punt. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as the Bears push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Forced out to his left. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Jackson.
Here we go, G.
Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. We'll leave him. Shy of the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 51. Coming.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. The open man here, Renfro. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with McCoy. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bradley Chubb coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We taking wins home. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Come to my work. We want it.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jackson to throw again. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that'll set him back 5.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. 10. And they